Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Knights of Roleplay. When we last left our intrepid Quattro, they were still exploring the mansion the Delphi mansion. Yes. Last adventure, they decided to forego exploring the particularly smelly room, and I suppose I don't particularly...
We did not want to smell that smell.
Yeah, no, he did not want to smell that
Ooh,
smell.
that smell.
So today we are picking up from where we left off, where they were just reaching for the door toward the next room. So I just want to make note that the winter afflictions are still hanging on to us a little bit, so if we're a little bit coffee or sneezy, I do apologize for
Did you say coffee?
Coffee. I had my coffee.
More coffee.
Coffee.
So basically, we didn't explore the lab because it had people in it and was very stinky, right? Other than
That is correct,
Yeah, and
yes.
now we're on the room next to the lab on the second floor.
Not quite. You explored the lab, or you walked into the lab where Cyrus managed to try to extract a little bit of information from
He's so creepy.
And
You left the lab.
Right,
You went to the next room.
and opened the door.
And opened the door.
And
It
you
was
put-
very stinky.
And you did a cliffhanger, I thought, at that door.
No, at the next door, you opened it and it was very stinky.
Oh, okay.
And you said, "No, we're not going to go
That's
into
right, because
stinky."
it had a rug. That's right, and a trapdoor.
Yep.
Okay.
We checked the rug. It wasn't magical.
So you quietly closed that door
There.
and moved on to the next room
That's right.
and reached for the handle and turned the handle and opened up the door. Who was opening up the door?
I think I was opening the door.
Trixie was opening up the door. Trixie opens up the door, and inside is a room.
I was going to say, it's another freaking gibberish thing.
That was very...
Anytime I open a door, I'm the one that gets
Your
eaten.
face.
See, that was
Gibbering mouther.
very, very Edgar Allan Poe-ish of you. I was thinking Telltale Heart. It's like,
I have telltale.
Wow.
Are we in this room now?
You are now
funny
in,
lately.
correct, in the room, second floor on the northeast corner. Do you wish to proceed into the room?
I would love to perceptify the room.
Okay, you head into the room.
No, perceptive.
You probably need some dice there.
Inside the room, you see a bed with an ornately carved frame, a wardrobe, a writing desk, no ravens, and a leather chair.
How is a raven like a writing desk?
She's a Raven Queen.
Paul wrote on both.
A fireplace stands along the east wall.
Wow. I forget, does Cyrus have his detect magic up right now? I lost track.
I don't remember.
I think he does.
I did
still.
cast it at as we started exploring that floor.
Nipsey's
but I
just
don't
always
remember.
checking for traps.
Yep. Okay.
So you have the tech magic up?
For a little while longer, sure, why not?
Okay.
Since it doesn't seem to be a major bottleneck to play right now anyway.
Cool.
But nothing seems to stand out to you,
Okay.
other than the window as usual.
Sure. The arcane lock, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trixie said she would like to perceptify the room.
Yes.
Yes.
So go ahead and perceptify the room.
Chicken dice, chicken dice.
You are just kind of keeping an eye out for traps.
No chicken dice.
You don't see anything in particular that stands out.
Who gave
right
you
now.
that dice?
I bought that dice.
Oh,
You gave me a duck.
that's right. I gave you ducks.
You gave me my duck
Yeah.
dice. That would be a 16 for perception, please.
16 for perception. Okay.
Chicken dice, chicken dice. I got those dice from Canadian Dice.
Nice.
Please sponsor us.
With a 16, which is a medium difficulty. Let's see. You kind of notice that the room isn't quite the shape it's supposed to be.
I'm gonna start touching walls
All right.
Okay.
All right. Do you tell
frivolously.
Construction Man Fuzzy about it?
I'm gonna assume that if Fuzzy sees me start patting walls,
Yeah, I mean,
he might think that I think something's amiss.
So Fuzzy keys in on that and looks at the shape of the room. So if he sees
Fuzzy
a mismatch, he's gonna
has
start
Fuzzy has
helping.
no problem noticing that the north wall doesn't quite
The north wall
isn't
okay.
where it's supposed to be.
Okay, because the window's on the east wall. Okay. All right.
Hurry in there,
So
opening
spatial
the desk
sense
drawer.
Fuzzy says it must be some. He says, "Mixie, can you help? But there's something off with this wall."
Oh, is there now? I'm more interested in what's in this desk drawer, but I can certainly take a look over
Fuzzy's
there.
gonna go and look at the north wall.
Are you going to help?
Sure.
Okay, then
Yeah.
Fuzzy, make an investigation check
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay.
Because you have help.
All right. Come on, dices. Let's see how the dices are feeling today. 5 and 3. We are still not having a very good adventure. This whole session has been
I think
largely
it's time to fire those
off.
dice.
For I'm not even rolling
Like
the
with
one
a
I rolled
blowtorch.
last week. All right. So yeah, that's a 4.
Okay, you know, there's something weird about the wall. You're sure,
Oh wait,
but
wait a minute. What am I? Oh, I rolled them. Okay, that's right. Okay. I was looking at. I think I tapped them. They were on 15 and 19, so
Oh.
I don't think I misread them that egregiously. So
okay.
yeah.
I mean, you tap around on the wall, but
I'm still actively going around the room, touching the walls.
touching.
Yeah, everything. Touching everything. Everything.
So, all right, since you did declare that before her, give me a second. She declared it.
I declared
She
it.
declared it.
Not declared. Declared.
But yeah, you tap around on the wall, but nothing seems to stand out about the wall itself. It
Okay.
just seems like a wall that's just kind of a little out of place.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna tell the other people that. In headcanon, I've actually decided that Fuzzy would like fight the biggest monster on the planet, but he actually doesn't like horror. So this is starting to clock with a lot of how he's doing in this house and how he's behaving. I was like, why is
So
this
it's-
happening? I was
it's
like, oh,
throwing
okay,
you off your
he's
game.
creeped out by horror. All right, so
Throwing you off
it's
your
reminding
game.
me of
Okay.
Travis from Critical Role, which they troll him all the time because he, for real, hates horror.
Okay,
He's the
well,
big dude.
all
so.
future attack rolls are made
Yeah.
at disadvantage then.
Hey, he's a goober.
No.
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 Okay, go
no,
ahead.
No.
Sorry, no,
No.
Go ahead and make your investigation check.
Yes. Yeah. I'm
But-
sorry. I should not have ordered
So,
such
yeah,
a
so,
big
yeah.
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy's out of sorts. That's why he's not on
Ooh.
his game. with
That is a nat
construction.
20.
Yeah.
For a total
Natty
of
20.
22.
22. Okay.
High five.
When you get around to looking at the north wall, what catches your eye is a button on the headrest
Oh.
of the.
I wonder what this does.
What? Dee, don't touch it.
What does this button do?
I push the button.
You push the button.
I push the
and-
button.
Yep. As you push the button, you feel a very solid clunk. And the ceiling starts to... No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
And the room fills with wine.
Nobody should let John and I get coffee. Oh God, the room fills with wine.
As you press the button, you feel a nice solid clunk, and the outline of a door kind of appears on the north wall and slides to the east, and you find a hidden closet on the north of the room.
The hidden closet.
Cool.
Fuzzy
I'll
says,
peek
"Thank-
in."
Thank you, Trixie.
You're welcome.
Looking inside the closet, it is, for the most part, a closet. Yes, there's
For the
some
most
fancy.
part, closet.
No, it's a closet.
Okay.
You see clothing hanging on hooks for fancy clothing, like small town noble type clothing. Some assorted bits of footwear, some boots, some slippers for around the house. Over on the east wall, yeah, pretty much. Over on the east wall, you see a small table on top of which sits a little iron lockbox.
Oh.
Is it radiating magic?
It's iron, so yes.
Does it have a scroll?
Well, you should say you can tell through your vision that it's not the box itself that's radiant.
Right, but something
Okay.
inside.
Something inside.
There's something magical in there, Trixie.
I'll grab the box and bring it to Mixie.
As you lift up the box, you see the glyph of warding under. No, I'm kidding.
Well, that would track. That would track.
Track.
Trixie blows herself up.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. You grab
I
the
feel like
box.
Wile E.
It's-
Coyote in this game.
Seems about right.
It's a little heavy, but you can carry it out to Trixie or to Mixie.
Carry it out to myself.
Carry it out to yourself. Yeah, you can carry it out to Mixie.
begins again.
Mission accomplished. Sorry.
It's okay. No, I deserve it. So, okay. Trixie, you're standing outside, kind of watching this going on, and Mixie brings this iron box out to you.
You just did it.
Trixie brings this iron. I keep doing that.
So-
in my head,
so-
I reverse it, but then when I go to actually use it, I reverse it again in my head because I know I need to reverse it.
So you'll
Your Lysdexia
understand.
is very mad at you right now.
You'll understand if I don't answer you, then that you're not talking to the right
I
person.
get you.
We're winking at each other, by the way.
Fuzzy comes though. Is the craftsmanship good on the
One day the
box?
two of you are going to swap character sheets on me and just to mess me up. Please don't.
Oh, I'm the rogue now. You didn't know?
I'm sorry, the question was?
I said the workmanship on the box. Is it something that Fuzzy would? Is the workmanship on the box? I have box. Is it something that Fuzzy would admire?
It looks pretty
Okay,
utilitarian.
standard. Okay, not like ornate.
So I'm just going to shove this box at Mixie and start looking through the clothes.
She blushes a
Like,
little
ooh,
bit.
this one's pretty.
Somebody just shoved their box at you.
I know. That's why I blushed.
It was your sister, though.
Which is even more terrible. So I examine the box.
The box is locked.
Ooh, I
Incest
use my
or Wincest?
use my tricks to open it.
Okay. Make a dexterity check, which you can make, which you can.
I have it down to Dodge, I think.
Well, let's see. I'm thinking you have proficiency because you have proficiency in thieves' tools. What was the thing that also gave it advantage? No, I think it's just dex with proficiency.
Yes. So roll one dice.
I mean, if you're using the tools that you have proficiency with, I thought that
that was
did give
cocked.
advantage
That's right,
with the
I
new rule system.
No, it's if
Okay.
you don't have proficiency in a tool, you can
You
attempt
get
to use it, but you don't get your proficiency.
That's right, the
That's a
modifier.
terrible roll.
Okay.
Mulligan.
Right, so that's a. Well, at least it's 11.
11.
Try as you might. There's something about this lock that is just defeating you. You can't get it open.
Well, I'll have to try again next time.
I mean, Fuzzy could smash it. Trixie, do you need it open now?
Creepy man said there was something inside it magical, so I think we should look.
Okay.
All right, I give
She's
it to-
still like holding up dresses and seeing if they're gonna fit.
I give
Like,
it.
ooh, Mixie, this one will look very nice on you.
Fuzzy's
It's
gonna-
unfortunately male clothing. They're a little bigger than you.
You said dresses.
I said, did I say dresses?
I thought.
I thought I heard, but
Yeah.
I didn't mean dresses. It's male clothing.
Okay.
It's like a noble dress.
Oh, maybe I misheard you. Anyway,
I hand it to Fuzzy
Oh, okay.
and let Fuzzy do his
Fuzzy's
thing.
gonna bash it. Shoot for the lock
I'm
specifically.
gonna see if the pants are tall enough for Cyrus.
Well, it is an iron lockbox, so see, you set the lockbox down and you try to exit a question.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing?
Yep, he's gonna go reckless on it.
Roll to hit.
We're gonna go at a different place. though.
And you smash a hole in the floor.
Ooh.
Sapping is a thing. He's gonna try not to smash it that hard, but he does want to make sure that he hits because it's just been a weird day with dice, or a weird few days with dice. It's been very mixed on this. Okay, at least one of those was good. The other one was a 1. All right, so we're gonna go AC 18.
You're you swing at it with your axe, but the axe just kind of bounces right off of it.
Wow.
Okay. So we might need more lockpicking skills if we need to get this
Really,
open.
guys? You can't get a simple box
That's it.
open?
No, unfortunately, this isn't going to be a case of keep trying till you get it. It was a you gave it your best try and you can't do it kind of thing.
Can we keep carrying it?
Just
or
in case.
You can carry it with us, I would assume.
Yeah. Bag it up.
How much do they weigh?
Fuzzy's carrying capacity is massive. Put it in his bag.
Yeah, I mean, you probably won't have any particular issue.
I strap it to Fuzzy's head. I take a belt out of the closet and I fashion a little leash for it and I hang it off of Fuzzy's belt.
Did you? He looks at Fuzzy looks at Mixie and says, "Did you finish inspecting the desk just in case there's a key somewhere in this room?"
I was actually looking at the desk and I was kind of curious because I feel like there's something great in here.
You were looking at the desk. All you found inside it was some basic writing implements and a little bit of parchment. Blank
Nothing of
parchment.
consequence
Nothing
in
of
drawers.
consequence in the drawers.
All right.
Yeah, you checked the guy's drawers, and you didn't find anything.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Fuzzy would probably check nightstands and maybe like under pillows too, without making the room look like tossed, right? But
Oh, toss it.
nice look.
I don't think anybody here cares.
Yeah.
So, no, you look around the room. It's a well-apportioned room, but you don't really find anything else of interest.
Okay. Oh, hopefully we'll find the key later.
So,
All right.
Anything else?
Keep looking around.
so your spellware has worn off at this point.
When everybody leaves the room, I will ritual cast it again. And then I'll walk out of the room.
Okay, so
Assuming there aren't
Yeah.
teeth on the door.
Right.
that is a good question. Because you do cast it. Oh, sorry, I gotta bring that up. Da-da-da.
Chris and I are like, we don't want to do this stuff. We don't have to.
Okay. As you cast your detect magic, where you are sitting, you suddenly find a animated shadow
Oh, no.
pop
Not
up
again.
next to you as your shadow rises up and takes and just kind of
Stands
takes
there.
takes the same kind of sitting position from where you were.
Right.
Ooh, I like it.
You would.
Let's see. Okay. But there it stands, or sits, and motionless.
I just move out of the room to join the rest of
Yeah.
the party.
The shadow lets you do that. All right. Alrighty. Back out in the hallway, one heavy lockbox heavier. There are still. You still have the two. You still see the two doors more to the south of you, overlooking the banister to the room below.
Okay.
Take a break for Sarah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a quick break.
All right.
Okay, so after leaving the room, you head back out into the hallway, and like I said, there's two more doors to the south of you.
Oh, there was nothing in that next room?
Well, you haven't got into that yet.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
they
those two.
would have gone in
Gotcha.
while I was,
No, we
No,
didn't go
we
anywhere.
paused.
We paused for a
We
station
wanted- we need our
identification.
fearless leader.
Nice like that.
Fearless leader.
Or at least Chris is. I
Tell
was
us
going to
what's
keep
up.
I'm
going,
not
but he's like,
I'm
"Oh,
not
stop."
fearless, nor am I very much of a leader.
You've had the best luck of all of us that checks throughout this particular module.
I'm the one that ran right into the gibbering thingamaboozy.
Yeah, you also found the secret wall when Construction Man Fuzzy couldn't.
Secret
He's
tunnel.
too weirded out.
Secret tunnel.
All right. What do you do?
I touched the door.
You touch the door.
Check for
Feel-
traps.
I open the door.
You open the door.
I get on the floor.
You do not do the dinosaur.
You get your face bit
There were
by
no
a
traps.
dinosaur.
Okay. Looking inside, you find what looks to be a let's see, more austere room. Let's see. There's just a little
Define
plain-
for the dumb people in the audience.
just a plain bed, another little
Austere
writing
means
room,
less
writing desk.
opulent, is that?
Yes.
Okay.
It does.
Opulent's
yeah.
a very big word. I'm
It looks,
sorry.
it looks more like a utilitarian
Okay.
bedroom than a
What does
grand
that
living bedroom kind of thing. Peering around, you see a bed, you see a little writing desk, you see a little. What do they call that? That's you put clothes in. That's freestanding.
A wardrobe.
Thank you, wardrobe.
Is
yes.
there a lion or a witch around?
There is not.
Is there a portal to Narnia?
No, there isn't. But in
Is
the
it
middle of
full of
the
fur
room, you
coats?
do see this weird gray rock.
Oh God.
What's that?
In the middle of the room, you do see this weird gray rock.
Do I want to touch
Is
it?
it emanating magic?
It is not.
Okay.
But there is something in the writing desk that is.
The writing desk, Mixie.
Actually, no, take that back. It probably wouldn't.
I take that back.
As the god changes its mind.
That was a bit of a. This probably would. Oh wait, no, it probably wouldn't.
Well.
Never mind.
Mixie's gonna loot the desk either way, I'm assuming.
Mixie, just
Before Mixie gets a chance to run right into the room,
Okay.
I am going to zap the stone in the middle of the floor with Secret Flame.
Okay. Everybody, roll initiative.
Oh.
all right.
Really?
Yes.
I was trying to kill it before I could kill it.
Oh no.
Ew, that's terrible.
Don't look at. I'm sorry. I'm always the one picking the fights, guys.
I love it.
Ooh.
For once, Fuzzy's on his game.
Okay.
His spidey sense has been tingling the whole time he's been in this house. I was telling John that I've decided that Fuzzy is also somewhat weirded out by magic because he doesn't understand it, right? So it's
Makes sense.
Add the horror element and the fact that the whole house is
I
magic.
cast the Sacred Flame from inside the room, I think.
Go ahead and give me your initiative.
11.
11. And Trixie. Trixie.
11.
Trixie. What the heck? Still 11. I do not know why it's so stuck.
Actually, the
It is embedded permanently in my psyche, and I need to know. I don't know. Mixie. Okay, Mixie.
7.
7-11.
We need to get you guys hats with signs.
Fuzzy.
15.
15. Roll.
8.
8.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Still 11.
Wait,
Okay.
what's that the game with the headbands? We need to get the headbands and put the index cards.
Trixie, 11. Trixie, still 11.
Oh, we were gonna switch our cards every now and then just to be hats.
Okay. So the current initiative is
Uh-oh, the enemy's all better than us.
Amini.
Anemones?
Amini. Then
Ruh-roh.
Fuzzy.
Wow. Crazy universe.
And
we're living
then
in.
a Trixie. And then a Row / Cyrus. And then a Mixie.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, round 1. Everybody's caught by surprise by Mixie's sudden, hey, I'm just going to cast this. So, enemies are surprised.
Trixie's.
Fuzzy's surprised. Trixie's surprised. Row is surprised.
I'm not surprised I cast it.
Mixed.
I can't laugh.
Take a drink for these things. Here's the tank.
Seriously, that would be a horrible drinking game. Trixie is not surprised.
So slosh in the middle of the afternoon.
Seriously, I just keep reversing. And so then you remind me, so I reverse it again. And then it goes like, oh, I need to reverse this. And I reverse it again.
Maybe if John has a drink, he'll get them right.
Okay, Trixie. All right, you go ahead and cast your spell.
I cast a spell.
It's Sacred Flame, so
Sacred
it's
Flame,
Dex
so-
saving throw, please.
So, rock.
Beats scissors.
Scissors.
But does it beat a 13?
It does not. It rolls an 11.
So rock
because it's
does
a-
not
looks like a
beat
rock.
radiant damage.
Rock does not beat radiant damage. Roll damage.
Wow.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
Lizard Spock. Oh my god, I just rolled minimum damage. So 1 radiant damage.
1 radiant damage. Okay.
2 more levels to increase cantrip damage.
Ro is still surprised. Mixie is still
Hey,
surprised.
got it right. All right.
Okay, so round 2. The rock.
Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock.
Do you want a Sharpie?
There we go. The weird little sign. I honestly don't know how much that's going to help because I'm not actually looking up, but it's worth a try.
We gotta have like the M hologram, like Rimmer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna make the logo. Yeah. I need to get some like foam core
Yeah, Greg just
and make
wrote,
those.
Greg just wrote Dixie on a
lady.
napkin tucked into his shirt.
Instagram lady.
Yeah. So, anyway, the weird rock. Okay, so let's get everybody in position on the map.
I'd put one on mine, but you wouldn't be able to see it in my crack. Lol. You wouldn't be able to see it in my clavage.
Said you were in, Trixie.
I don't know if she cast it in the room though.
I think I said I cast it in the room, yeah.
But you're not in the room proper though.
Yeah, were you outside the doorway, or did you walk in?
What I was implying was I stepped in the room and cast
okay.
it. Because all of you were starting to run for the desk. I was like, what if that's an enemy? Zap!
So were we all in the room already? I don't think we really clarified. I'd say probably yes, because we were looking at the desk, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was already looking, or Ro was already looking around, right? Something like that. Am I in the room?
Yep. And, oh, by the way, as with the conclusion of your magic spell, the room takes on that strange, distorted appearance again.
Oh, fun.
Everything is just kind of this weird, displaced,
Awesome sauce.
kind of. What's the word?
Mechanically,
Now we'll be
hopefully
zapping
that
things
gives
without
the
any
rock
accuracy.
disadvantage on us too.
Yeah.
Because if it's distorted, at least it's hopefully distorted for everybody.
Okay, I don't see minis for them, so that's okay. We'll just use a couple of tokens.
Why is Trixie all the way over there? I mean,
Sorry,
Mixie.
thought I'd asked for them. I might have forgotten. So,
I don't even know who we are.
so in the middle, could you drop a little small token?
The
I've got
tokens
a-
You still have all the
You
tokens.
still have the token
I
somewhere.
mean, I've got a D20 that looks like a rock. Do you want it?
Oh. Okay.
Tokens.
How big is the rock?
It's a
5 foot, 10
Can't
foot?
stop it, so.
it's a medium-sized rock. Probably about 3 feet.
I'm like, oh my god, Ro just moved on his own. On their own.
It's long.
No, I think
Okay.
I just hit the mini with the book.
So, okay, as the rock suddenly kind of springs to life in a lot of ooey gooey
Great.
mess
Uh-oh.
and slithers its way over towards the person closest to it, which happens to be Trixie.
I'm watching you intently. Who am I?
No pressure.
And shoots out this. Let's see. Okay, let's see.
Nice.
And and you suddenly feel a weird presence slam against your mind.
Whoa.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
You don't think I'm intelligent?
I think you are, but Fuzzy isn't. Not in the traditional ways, let's put it that way.
6.
And the mind, this weird mental attack starts to overwhelm you, and you take 11 psychic damage.
Wow.
Wow.
That's not good.
That's a lot. Did my temp hit points wear off during our short rest?
If I gave them to you, then yes,
There's only one
because
raging.
they only stay while I'm raging.
Okay. Let me take those off first.
Okay.
Yay!
And then suddenly from the ceiling, another one
Uh-oh.
drops down
Whoa.
next to the first one.
Oh man. Was there a rock up on the ceiling that we would have seen if we actually bothered to look up?
Whereas
It would have looked more like a weird oil slick on the ceiling.
Okay. Do these things have eyes or hooks or any of the things we were
Hey,
worried
Blizzard.
about?
They
Yes.
are not. What you see is
Just pick the right mini.
Not pools that are ours.
At least we made our minis not exactly the same.
that's true.
okay. Now you pretty much recognize it for what it is. These are oozes.
Okay.
Oozes.
Oozes.
Although I think it's funny that Greg's is the white one and mine is the black one. No offense.
And that one
No offense taken.
makes reaches out with its mind and slams against Mixie. Mixie, make an intelligence saving throw because you're the next closest.
Okay.
Ruh-roh. The twins are going to be incapacitated before you guys even get in the room.
Well, we're there.
7.
Oh no.
Okay. You also feel that scream
That's
in
too
your
many
mind,
dice.
and you take 15 psychic damage.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Holy shnikes.
Not bloody yet, but Jesus.
Ouch, though.
Ouch, though. Wait, you're not
You
playing
are-
with a 15?
You are on my screen.
Oh yeah, I guess I am. Sorry.
Math.
I have 23.
I had
Nothing
29
with math
hit points.
and math.
Did you take Tuck?
Oh, Fuzzy,
I just rolled well.
Okay.
you're up.
All right. I would like to rage.
Okay.
Why?
So we're going
How many rages
to
do you have left, by the way?
2 because I gained one back during our short
Short
rest.
rest.
So
Okay.
yeah.
I'm so glad we rested and I got those hit points back.
Clutch. All right. So because he has raged and he's path of the tree, he gets his 3 temporary hit points.
The tree.
I believe. He won't be able to start bestowing temps on others till the start of his next turn, but it's still something. Alright, so then he is going to run around to. Let's see.
A is the one that has taken the hit.
Right.
For
The
one.
whole-
He's gonna
the
run
whole
up
one
next
hit
to
point.
her, I think. And then, let me see here. What can he do? Because he's got reach too. So I don't know if I want to close all the way. I'm looking how cleave works, just to review. Sorry. Second creature within 5 feet.
I think something within 5 feet
reach.
and within reach of you.
Okay, so I do have to come up to him. So I'm going to come up there.
Just move my
I'm-
foot out of the way.
I'm going to ask him a question.
Okay,
And
your
I'm gonna
attack
go, I'm
has
gonna go reckless.
attack normal.
Yep. Oh, I have disadvantage because of the room
displacement.
gained. Wonky. Super fun.
Sorry.
That's alright. It's all good. Okay, so which dice? Which dice wants to be here? We'll try the fuzzy dice. That's fine. Alright. Come on. My dice really hate me this module. Yeah, it's gonna be an AC 10.
AC 10. You connect.
AC trigger!
Okay, and get awesomely max damage. So let's see here. That is going to be, let's see, 12 plus 3 plus 2 for rage damage, I believe. So that's going to be 17 damage to the first guy. And then we're going to cleave through to the second guy. So another attack with advantage. Or neutral.
Or normal.
Yeah, I understand. And that one, I think that it has the great axe damage, but not my ability modifier. And then the rage damage, that's once a turn? Am I remembering? I'll have to check.
Probably once.
I think it's once a turn, but I'll double check. Okay, come on. AC 20 to hit.
AC 20 hits.
Okay, so let me just confirm that the rage damage is once a turn. I believe it is, but... damage resistance, rage damage. Use strength with either or. Gain a bonus to the damage that increases if you gain levels. It doesn't say once a turn. Okay, so it's going to be, but no modifier otherwise, so it's going to be 8.
8 damage.
8 damage to the second slime.
Well, technically 2 separate attacks. For this particular case, I'm going to count it as 1 because I'm not mean. As you cleave through these 2 slimes, the oozes leave a residue on your axe, which starts to corrode it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's nasty.
The axe now has a permanent -1 penalty to damage.
Okay.
Yikes.
I had a
That's
fear
not,
of that.
Not very fun. Okay, so
What kind of damage did it hit us with?
Psychic.
Psychic.
Technically, that should have been 2 separate attacks for 2 -1. And you'd be headed to have a permanent
But
-2.
because it was like the one
But because
swing,
because you kind of
basically.
cleave through with one.
Okay.
I only counted once.
Well, that's problematic.
Is that turn, Fuzzy?
Yes.
Okay. Trixie, what you gotta do?
Are you still commenting? Yes.
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 You bloodied the first one, by the way.
And that's just a penalty to hit, right?
No, to damage.
To damage?
No penalty to hit. Just
Oh,
penalty to
okay.
damage.
Okay. Let's see if that works.
I am going to try and bring down another sacred boom.
Okay.
Sacred Bowl.
Sacred boom!
One more sacred boom. On with the first one. It gets a 14.
Ah, damn it. That saves. That's a dex save
That's a dex save.
for a blob.
For a blob, I rolled really well.
Damn it. I think I'll stop there because I don't want to use my last spell slot
Okay. Okay.
yet.
Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Oh yeah,
The effect does not change.
Ugh. For once, I would like it to, because they're doing
Just out of the room a
spell.
little bit.
Okay.
Save effects.
Get some range on my Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Frosty.
Frosty.
Oh, nice. AC 21.
AC 21 hits.
So Ooze A takes 5 cold.
Takes 5 cold damage. The ray hits the ooze. The ooze freezes solid and then crumbles into dust.
Yay.
Oh, good call.
The weird displacement in that room disappears,
But
and in but out in the hallway.
oh, good call being in another room. Smart. Wicked smart.
Oh yeah, the door in between grows teeth.
Okay.
Great.
Watch out for the door.
Hello, old friend.
But there's no longer disadvantage in here.
Throw the ooze into the teeth. Throw the ooze into the teeth.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Fuzzy might do it.
Rollers, right on
If you
the other
want to
side
try
of
to
that
grab
door.
it, Mixie.
I'm right on the other side of that door.
That's
You've
fair.
seen-
Please
saw
don't
what
throw
happened
any
to
ooze
the
at me.
No, I'm not gonna throw it.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that.
I could command it.
Stand in the doorway.
Stand in the door. Move. Move there.
So you don't know what to do.
I mean, the magic damage seems to be eating. Did the others notice the rust on my weapon? Like, was it like egregiously obvious, or was it? Subtle?
Yeah, it is very
Okay,
obviously
so
starting
they-
to melt and
So
hit
you
the
guys
weapon.
have seen that like a physical weapon took damage from this.
I guess I'm going to try to use a crossbow.
Okay.
That's smart.
It is smart.
You can still use sneak
Wicked
attack on it,
smart.
Greg.
All right, so short.
Although
bow.
there's nobody next to it, but
Okay, so it's D6. All right, so that is going to be 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And let's see. Oh, I can't use sneak attack though because I'm not near anyone.
And it is not within 5 feet of something. So,
Okay.
yes.
So that's going to be 7 to hit. I mean 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
so Greg, you have a feature called steady aim, where you can give yourself advantage,
Oh,
and if you hit that thing with advantage, you can do sneak attack with your crossbow.
okay.
The condition being that you can't move.
Okay.
Yeah, it reduces your movement to 0 when
Okay.
you use it. Steady aim.
Okay.
I don't know if John will let you retroactively do that, but I'm just telling you that you have that option.
Okay.
Not this time. We'll do it. It's just remember that that's there if you need to use your crossbow next time. Or your
Okay.
short bow.
So that's
So-
but I don't get an offhand attack because I'm
Correct.
not using it. Okay, so
So-
that's my turn.
Yeah.
So, wisely foregoing the use of bladed weapons, is it a crossbow or a short bow? You've said
It's
both.
a short bow.
Short bow. You wisely pull out your short bow and shoot an arrow into it, and while the arrow dissolves
Ew.
into the ooze, you do indeed do damage to it, and it's looking kind of rough. It's bloody.
Hey, you bloody good job.
So the short bow has Vex as its property, so it gives me advantage on my next one.
Before the end of your next turn. That's awesome.
So you have advantage on your attack
Yes.
specifically
Because it has Vex as its property.
So, yeah, no, they did
Yeah.
a bunch of weird properties like that now, rather than just these.
Yeah, it gives him advantage on his next attack before the end of his next
Okay.
turn. Yeah.
Psychic Great Ooze A is dead. Psychic Great Ooze B does not recharge, so it moves up to Mixie. Yep,
Free hugs.
and you say no. You stay awake. And
Can I oppose my disadvantage on it?
do you have a skill that allows you to?
I can spend a luck point to get a disadvantage.
If that's what you'd like to do, sure.
Why not? Because it's hurting me for a lot.
This time it shoots out with a little kind of an extension of itself.
Proboscis.
Proboscis. They call it a pseudopod, but sure.
Pseudopod.
But with disadvantage, which is a good thing because my good dice was a 19. So it hits AC 7.
That will miss.
So it couldn't quite make a connection. So Fuzzy.
All right.
Thank goodness. Because I'd probably be down.
Downtown.
Strength. Okay. All right. All right. Fuzzy's annoyed. He takes one of his hand axes, which he actually has many because he stocks up, and goes reckless and basically chucks it at it.
Okay.
So-
And since you're 10 feet away, there is no close range penalty.
Yep.
So roll with advantage.
And that's only d6 damage, but he doesn't want to hurt his great axe any further. Problematic. Alright, come on, dice. Alright, that'll be an AC 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And because he has rage, he is going to do 10 hand axe damage to it.
Okay. The hand axe, let's see. Okay, yeah, it's not considered ammunition. So you throw the hand axe at the ooze. It hits the ooze and splatters it all over the place.
Okay.
So the ooze is gone, but that particular hand axe now has a -1 penalty.
Okay. Cool. We're still fighting?
So, nope, we are out of combat now. Congratulations, you've killed the psychic oozes.
Okay.
Yay.
He's going to put the damaged one in his backpack and equip a different one on his hip along with his other 2 spares because he had 4.
Did you have
So-
your hit points?
Oh, and yes, on his second turn there, he was going to bestow the 2d6 who looks most hurt out of.
Probably the-
Although,
On a scale of 1 to 23, I'm at an 11.
yeah, she has less hit points
okay.
than I do.
So he's going to bestow 2d6 temps on you that will last at least for 10 more minutes of exploring while he extends his rage. That'll be 6 temporaries.
You just see this big fuzzy guy just walking around, grumbling under his breath to keep his rage going.
Basically, and it's that hyper focus too again because interestingly he gets to make advantage on proficiency checks while he's raging because of another perk. So yes, grumbly but also very hyped up, like hyper alert. Yeah.
All right. So, avoiding the 2 caustic puddles in the middle of the floor, what would you like to do?
Trixie will use her cloak to start mopping up the blood that's pouring out of her body. And, okay, I think it's safe to wander now. Watch the rocks.
Does anybody want to take potions while we check out this room, or still
Just a flesh wound.
Okay. He looks at her
still raging.
House for magic. Creepy, haunted.
I love Kate's attempt to try to be angry. It doesn't work, but I appreciate the attempt.
Worst case scenario, I have prayer of healing, but I don't want to use it right now.
Okay.
Because it would be my last spell slot.
I kind of feel like they should be used for something a lot worse.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Yeah.
I mean, we can use them to wake people up.
Because you guys aren't hit, right?
Correct.
I didn't get hit. No, I'm okay.
Because prayer of healing allows me to cast for up to 5 creatures of choice to get the benefits of a short rest
Right.
and
That would
2d8
be-
hit points.
Let's wait for that.
It's a 2nd level, and that's my last.
There's a lot
spell
of
slot,
house
so-
still left. Let's wait for that. All right, so this room.
Makes you really going for the desk.
Yes, of course.
You open up the drawer in the desk, and in the desk you find under a light layer of dusk.
Dust?
Dusk.
A light layer of night?
Night, it's not
Darkness emanates from the drawer.
There's magical darkness in this game. A book. A book.
Ooh, it's that book here. This might be interesting.
Oh, what have you got there?
I don't know.
It's very
Iris
obviously
oozes.
to you. It's very obviously a spell book.
That is a spell book. May I have it?
Yes.
All right. I'll take a look through it.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really sure
Gotcha.
whether it'd be magic or not. I'm just like, oh no, wait, it's just a book.
It just has spells in it.
I peruse the book.
You peruse the book. The book is written in, as is usually done with spell books, in a bit of a cipher. So you're gonna have to sit and study it to try to figure out what spells are in it.
We'll do that later.
To be efficient while they're doing that, Fuzzy kind of perimeters the room and checks to see, like, do any of the walls look off? Is there anything else of interest, from his construction eye?
In this particular room, no, everything seems to be kind of where it should be.
Okay. All right. Fuzzy,
Except
you
my
said-
blood.
That's not where it should be either.
No.
Technically, it was psychic damage, so you have a huge headache.
Her ears are bleeding.
But yeah, your ears are bleeding. Okay, that
There
works.
you go. Yeah.
Works for me.
All right. Shall we move on?
I think that's the last room
Yep.
for us to explore up here.
Okay.
I'll open the door.
Did we do the rooms on that side already? On the second floor?
No,
No, I didn't think so.
we have not.
No, you have not done the rooms on the opposite
So
side.
the
of
stairway
foyer.
went into the gallery, and we've been going since the gallery. Okay.
Trying to avoid the, yeah,
Okay, so Trixie
that's me.
opens up the door,
Yes.
and looking inside, you see what is essentially the mirror image of the previous room. It's got a bed inside. It's got a little desk with a drawer. It's got a wardrobe,
Does it have a rock?
and it has a rock in the middle of the room.
Oh boy.
Well,
Knowing what you now know, you look up and you see a little oil slick up on the ceiling.
perhaps we leave this room alone.
Is there anything that your eyes see, and
Anything
otherwise we
magical?
move on?
Nothing that you can see.
Nothing magical.
Alright. Frustrating.
That doesn't mean that there couldn't be things in the desk. There's nothing like weird on the bed or like
So, no, it's,
nothing catches our eye.
No, it's just the same utilitarian bedroom.
Where's Syndra with a fireball to light up the whole space when you need?
Off trying to find Britannia.
Basically.
Good luck. I'm gonna back out of the door and close it. Maybe later.
Alright, let's move on. Go over to the other side.
Tromp around the balcony there and check that last door to the west.
Okay, yep. You head around the balcony over the foyer. You head down to the south. And you've let's see, I can actually go to that room here. And you stand in front of the one door that is on the west side of the balcony. Who would like to open the door?
I check for traps.
Okay.
I don't feel like this house is trapped. I'm just gonna open the door.
So, Mixie kneels down to start checking for traps, and Trixie's like, screw that, and just opens the door with it while you start to, in the middle of you starting to look. Inside, you don't see anything but dust and cobwebs. The room is empty, but there is a door to the north.
Alright. Fuzzy's gonna check it again for spatial sense stuff. He's gonna ask Cyrus to check it for magical stuff as we head towards that door.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay. Fun.
Perceptify.
Perceptify. Oh man. That's just not nice. Alright, so it's gonna be a 3. My passive of 11 is higher.
Okay. But you're making an active
Yes,
check.
that's fair.
So, but
He's
No,
perimetering
nothing-
the room, so
yeah.
hopefully if there's something right in front of him, he's still gonna see it.
nothing stands out to
yeah,
you.
okay.
You just see it's an empty room.
All right.
With
Oh wait,
dust
I'm
and
dumb.
cobwebs.
I have advantage on that. Let me roll
Okay.
one more dice. Let's see. Yeah, because he's still raging.
Yeah, roll your second one.
Marginally better. That would be a 9. 9?
Nothing stands out in the room.
Okay.
You're walking around. You see dust and cobwebs.
I stand out in the room. And then I head towards the next door.
Okay.
I just check the ceiling on my way, though.
We have learned to look up.
Yeah.
All right. You go up to the north door and you open the door.
Yep.
Inside, you see a room that contains a black wooden desk with a cushioned high-back chair behind it. 2 smaller chairs face the desk with their backs to the door. A little niche in the northeast corner contains a wooden file cabinet.
Fuzzy says.
Does the desk emanate any kind of magic?
Cyrus?
Cyrus?
Is there any magic in the room?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Black desk.
No, nothing stands out.
Nothing magical.
I'm going to go and sit behind the desk.
As you walk into the room,
No.
you feel that weird sense of wrongness in the area again as another weird little surge goes through the area. And the air, as before, becomes thick, and
We can swim?
you can swim, but it's kind of hard to move around in.
Okay. So it's just like the same kind of thing that we encountered in the
It does seem
pantry before we headed down to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is creepy.
Right, well, I slowly walk to the desk and sit down.
And Fuzzy's gonna perimeter the room again and look for things that are amiss. And
Okay. The desk, the chair is quite comfortable. Looking around at the desk itself is cleared of most stuff on the top.
No clutter.
Yep. Looking through the drawers in the desk, looks like you could put together a complete set of calligrapher's supplies if you wanted to.
I'll take those.
So you can just kind of, so you,
I'll
okay.
pocket those.
You'll pocket those. Okay, so you have what is essentially a calligrapher supply toolkit.
Cool.
Cool.
So to add to your inventory, and you also find a ledger.
Like Keith?
Afraid not.
Damn.
I believe it's Heath.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I'm dumb and old, man.
anything of interest?
I will take a look at the ledger and scan it through it. See if I notice anything.
Okay. Thumbing through the ledger, it becomes obvious that this is obviously Marcos's ledger. It mostly deals with just normal supplies coming in and out of the mansion that are not particularly out of the ordinary. You know, foodstuffs, extra plates that get broken, things like that. But a particular line item of the purchase of 4 large purple crystals seems out of place. They were very expensive.
Interesting.
It looks like our friend here, quotation marks, purchased some rather large crystals. I don't know about you, Cyrus, but crystals don't typically mean anything short of magical things in my schools of magic.
Is there any sort of a check we can make or something, John? Like an Arcana check to have some idea of what that might
Yeah,
mean?
you can go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana check. Here we go. Oop,
Keep it on the table.
I got a 15.
15. With a 15, you know that such crystals are often used in certain kinds of summoning rituals, but the specifics of it elude you at the moment.
Okay. I share that information, saying sometimes these are used for summoning rituals, but that's all I know.
Sounds about on track
We
with what
were
we know.
told that they're trying to bring in
What is this guy's
otherworldly
obsession
beings,
with
right?
purple?
Summoning eldritch horrors, I believe.
Right. All right. So does Fuzzy see anything else interesting in his patrol of the room?
Nothing else in the room really seems to stand out. Even the file cabinet mostly contains, letters and correspondence with other nobles and stuff. But thumbing through them quickly, nothing really seems to be pertinent to your current situation.
Someone with eyes for traps help determine if there's anything warding this file cabinet, just in case there's more to be learned.
Well, you just opened it.
Oh, I
just
did.
told you.
Okay. I'm sorry. What did you tell me? I'm really tired.
It's okay. It mostly contains like just day-to-day notes and correspondence with other nobles that don't seem immediately pertinent.
No keys for iron lock boxes, right?
No, afraid not.
I'm gonna lean back and put my feet up on the desk, stretch out a little.
Alright. Shall we go to the 3rd floor? Are we feeling like fighting more oozes?
You are currently in that room, yes.
Okay.
Did we do everything on the 2nd floor?
There's
As
nothing
far
weird
as
about
the
the
map
walls
shows,
or
we've
anything.
been all around.
Did we come up through here? Did we come through here? I don't remember.
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
can't
there
see what
is.
you're pointing
hang
at.
on, hang on.
Because we came up the
I might have missed
stairway.
something. Hang on.
The way into this room was to go through here
And we're in
and
here.
into
Give me a
here.
minute.
Yeah, I was curious about.
The little
We
alcove.
came up here.
Did we come up the circular stairs?
circular-
Oh, wait, no.
That's
okay,
how we
I'm
came
looking
up
at the
to
wrong
the
thing. So,
floor.
yes. Yeah, we're good.
Cool.
I feel like we need to get some rest somewhere before we try to go forward.
Wasn't there a door in the ceiling in one of those rooms?
Yes,
Yes.
there was a trap door in the ceiling of the stinky room.
Oh, okay.
With the rug that wasn't magical.
Yeah, you've been taking your time with the exploration, so it's probably about mid-afternoon at this point, I'm going to say.
Well, this room only has one entrance. Though it does seem like it might be important to our
Might be his office.
friend.
Well, where would you like to go, Trixie?
Should we return to the cabinet under the stairs?
The cabinet in the dining room.
Yeah. The dining cabinet.
The dining storeroom, as it were.
My fear is if we go into a bedroom, perhaps a follower would come for the night to sleep. And if we stay in here, perhaps our friend might come to do business,
Yes.
which we are not ready to have with him.
Yes.
So perhaps we should sneak back down the stairs to
On the 3rd floor.
the cabinet that we are familiar with.
There's quite a few rooms
Okay,
on
fine.
the 3rd floor to have to clear through.
I agree. Let's go.
Alright.
Okay. Then, since it's just literally right down the stairs from where you are, it's not particularly difficult. So you have no trouble returning to the little storage room.
Sweeping down the grand staircase.
Alright. Dusting our tracks.
Although you are leaving tracks in the dust now.
I mean, we can take some time to cover them. It's just it slows our movement, right? Isn't that it? I thought there was a mechanic for that.
Yeah, you can go like half speed, but
Yeah.
honestly.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters either.
Yeah.
But by the reaction of the researchers that you described, I don't think many people in this home are concerned about the comings and goings. So,
I would agree.
Very well.
off we go. Pip pip cheerio.
So you're just going back to the
secret cupboard.
Secret cupboard.
Yeah.
Just to attempt a short rest. Attempt a.
Is it late enough in the day that we think we could... that above the table, is
Yeah.
it late enough in the day that we would be reasonably wanting to take a long rest?
I think you're probably tired enough at this time, though you will be waking up in the dead of night.
Cyrus is all about
That's
it.
fine.
That's fine with Cyrus.
Because if that's the case, maybe the house will be asleep if it's in the middle of the night.
He's like, I don't know.
Or it could be wide awake. We don't know. But I say we try to get some rest.
I mean, we can always do the get the short rest first, right? And then go for the long rest after that. That's the good.
I was getting
Yeah.
characters confused in my head just now, thinking all I had to do was trance. That's my other cleric from a different campaign.
I'm gonna study the spellbook, John.
Okay.
Are you gonna study the owl? The magical owl?
See,
Okay, so here is where things stand. You get back to the room. You set up your camp. There's just barely enough room for all of you to stretch out and relax. Close the door behind you. Let's see. Roll in the box. That's what she said. Okay. All right. You have nope. Let's see. Are you setting up a watch rotation or anything?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So for the first okay, who's taking third watch? Okay, Mixie is taking third watch. Nothing happened. Okay, so you guys have no trouble getting your long rest in. Now, here's where things stand with the items.
Okay.
All right.
For the owl, after you sit and kind of look at the owl, and you cuddle with the owl, and you think the owl is totally adorable because it's a totally
And I
adorable
hug it
owl.
and love it and
Squeeze it. You will name it
Ozzy's
Owly.
totally gonna love on it too.
And you feel a lot better having done so. The owl acts as a fun little thing that I found here. It acts as a Strixhaven mascot,
Oh.
which is it's in the standard. It's in the common magic items. It's a little stuffed plushy owl that you can attach to you for an hour. Like you can sit it on your shoulder or something like that. And while you do, you have advantage versus fear attacks.
Oh.
Oh,
So it's like a
useful.
rally call.
so what is it?
You can do
A Strixhaven mascot. Although, because there's no Strixhaven in this room, in this world, we can call it something else. But that's what it's based on.
It has figurine of wondrous power.
Comfort bolster, basically. So who in our
It's your
party?
it's your Linus blankie.
Who in our group needs that the most?
You're going to have to search in for Strixhaven mascot. But okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And you also got that book.
Yes.
Let's see the book.
Book.
Wow.
Let's see, not you. Okay. Book what's in the bedroom? Okay, this book contains the following spells. Ready?
Alrighty.
Comprehend languages. Detect magic. Detect thoughts. Identify. The armor of the mage. Mage armor.
Yep.
Misty step. Tasha's hideous laughter.
Fine.
And also unseen servant.
Okay. Cool.
It's in the book. You can't cast from them yet until you transcribe it into your own. Take the time to transcribe them into your own book, but
Right.
for later use.
Yes. That'll be like a downtime activity.
Was there anything else that you guys had found? I don't think there was.
Oh,
the
not
box.
the box. We're
The
gonna
box.
figure out the box.
The box.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
The box. Okay. So Mixie, you can, given your proficiencies, you can sit and work on the box during your. Stop smirking. During your watch.
Okay.
And you do eventually manage to work it open.
Fiddles with the box.
Yeah. Inside, while everyone is asleep, you find an amethyst cloak pin that's shaped like an eye.
Oh.
I like how he mentions, well, everyone's asleep. Wink, wink.
And a slightly ornate ring.
How much does Nixie have her mind on the mission? That's the question. Versus shiny thing.
So
It's Mixie.
amethyst. How do you spell that?
Amethys.
Okay.
Est.
ST.
T-I double got Okay.
Was it one
Amethyst cloak pin.
cloak pen?
It is, after, yeah.
T-E-R-R-I-F-F-I-C.
And yeah, sure, I'll give you the time to identify the ring. It is a ring of jumping.
Ooh.
But the cloak pin is just worth money.
Okay.
Cool.
These pretty things.
Jumping is fun.
We have our inspiration mark.
Yes, you do, because
Oh, right.
you completed a long
So I
race.
can change it from fuck to yeah.
You guys got and you got your luck points back, which
Yes.
is super relevant.
Yes.
And has been super relevant.
And you got your rages back, and you got your spells
I've got
back.
spells.
Yeah, I would like to rage.
Spells.
Now let's go burn them up. Okay.
Burn the ground.
To the third floor.
All right.
Burn the house to the ground. Oh, I'm sorry.
As you leave the cupboard under the stairs, you head back out into the kitchen and dining area. You notice that it is still very much dark outside.
Okay. Midnight.
Okay.
We're hearing
I
noises.
say we sneak back up the main
But
foyer
at the moment, you're not
stairs
hearing
and
anything.
head to the rotunda. The rotund.
Cool.
Does anything
Okay,
happen?
so you're
Dungeon
heading up the main
Master?
stairs then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Maybe.
Well, you had two options to get up to the
corner
third floor. I just want to make sure which one you're choosing.
I
Okay.
mean, my vote's to go up the main stairs and then head towards the
Fearless leader.
round stairs.
Sure. That's what we'll do.
Okay. Okay. You head on back to the stairs. You head up the first spiral stairs. As you are walking up the second spiral stairs towards the third floor, you suddenly hear another guttural cry.
Boy.
Almost very non-human guttural cry.
Uh-oh.
Echo through the mansion. It very obviously is coming from somewhere up above you.
Up down.
Yeah.
Which we had heard that from the third floor as we were approaching the mansion, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Same kind of cry.
This is creepy.
All right. Let's go see what the noise is.
And you're still purple
After
robed, right?
you.
Yes, I'm still purple.
Yeah, this disguise self is like, I don't know how long it was.
I'm going to push
I
you
can cast it
ahead
at will.
now that you look like one of them. And we're on the third floor where I think most of the action's going to be.
Okay, Cyrus is taking point.
I push
I
Fuzzy.
mean, Fuzzy will go with you. You can be like, Fuzzy, you can be like, I brought the brute
You go
squad.
first.
I am the brute squad.
Cyrus, check that door.
I see Fuzzy and I see Cyrus's head poking up from behind different areas, looking over shoulders.
What's this? There's something on the door.
You reach the top of the stairs, and there's no door there. It just opens out into a room in which rubble lies scattered across the floor,
Like Barbie.
where the roof above has apparently collapsed. And above it, you can see the starlit sky.
Pretty night sky, Trixie.
Did you say stars in the sky or starless sky?
Starlit.
Starlit sky. Okay.
And that's why Mixie said it was
Per-
pretty.
perched atop the rubble is a hunched figure wrapped in a cloak. It gazes skyward, unaware of you.
Purple cloak?
Can we tell what color the cloak is?
The cloak is
Moonlight.
It's not the cultist purple. It's kind of a blue and gold trimmed coat, or a blue cloak, with gold trim. It's just
Okay.
it's just a nice cloak.
Your detect is still up.
He didn't say it, so
I haven't
Not
cast it.
unless
I
he
haven't cast
cast
it yet.
it.
No, I
Yeah,
haven't
but
cast
just
it
of the effects that it causes, he was probably waiting.
So now there's literally an ogre
Yeah,
or a
well,
gargoyle.
Fuzzy kind of like nudges back at you guys and like points forward.
Very, very quiet.
Okay. So we're going to try to move quietly through the room. Is that what we're doing?
And where is he in the room? Like, the rubble is like in the
The
middle?
rubble's just kind of in the middle of the room there, and he's just kind of sitting on top of it, staring up at the sky. or
There's
whatever it
something
is.
to learn.
Oh, I might be already across the room. I
Then
have sneaky touch, so I could do that.
everybody make stealth checks. Let's do a group check on those.
I forgot it's right.
Stealth checks, all
I
right.
didn't cast it, so
Now there's ogres. Well, we've got someone
not
who
too
looks like
bad.
a cultist, so...
Mixie doing mixy things.
I'm the only one with
Stealth check.
disadvantage on stealth. So
Okay.
See, do I have... I have stealth. I have advantage on this. Okay, stealth. And stealth is... Wait, what is stealth?
It's just stealth.
it's just stealth.
Whatever the number is
Should
right
be
there.
the
It
modifier
should be the second
on
to
the
bottom.
check.
Oh, okay. 19.
19,
15.
15,
13.
13,
21.
21. Okay. With very carefully keeping to the shadows, which is not hard to do at night, you manage to skirt around whatever this being is, without it seeming to notice you, and you slip out the door into the next room.
That was very close.
Person.
Person.
Quotation marks.
A cloak. Just to remember there's a dude in the room being a
What do
dude.
you suppose that was?
I don't know. We'll find out later.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see.
We're being shushed.
Wow.
Outside the hall, or outside the room, you find yourself in a large hallway with a double door to the south, 2 doors to the north, and a bunch of screeching above you.
Screeching above us.
Is this ceiling still caved in?
The ceiling where you are is not caved in. It is, however, covered in sturgeons that see you when you come into the room and fly down and attack.
Sturgeons?
Oh.
Like fish? Or like...
Not sturgeon.
Not sturgeon.
What's a sturge?
It's third.
It's like a big mosquito.
Ew.
They're not fun looking things.
It's
Ew.
looking like that.
Oh, jeez.
Ew. Gross.
Yeah, it's like a bat mosquito.
Ew.
fairly common
A mosquito.
otherworld.
A mosquito.
So yes,
Ooh,
everybody,
that's a good roll. Yes.
roll it. Roll your initiative.
I will take that.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Natural 1 for Trixie.
Well, Mixie can trade with people, so depending on what she wants to do.
I have really good rolls.
For room.
Honestly, it's you guys are probably better off going before me.
Right. You know how very affects you.
Okay.
When you're
I'm guessing that
Casting.
that individual in the room next to us is probably going to hear us.
Maybe it could have helped us. We don't know yet.
maybe he can warn them off, or she, or they, or it. He, shit.
He, she, it. Shit.
Okay, what'd you get, Ro?
7.
What Fuzzy get?
Let's see here, 16.
16. What Trixie get?
1.
What did Mixie get?
21, but Mixie is going to trade her initiative with Fuzzy.
With Fuzzy.
Wait, what? I have a good roll.
Yes, but you would go first.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right? What did you get?
16.
16. But what is your overall roll?
It was a 16.
16.
Okay, mine's a 21.
Okay.
Okay. Then Mixie is 16. Fuzzy is 21.
I don't know if any of our casters have area effects. It's just not like a party.
But yeah.
Initiative order is... first is Fuzzy. Then is Mixie.
the only area effects I have right now are healing area effects.
Then his rogue. Then the mosquitoes. And then Trixie.
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
Well, that's
All right.
that's fine actually.
So, there are one more.
Oh
Man,
yikes!
yuckies.
Okay. And you guys are all about in the middle of the room at this point, and they are kind of descending around you. So, yeah, and circling around you.
They're going around.
Sorry. Okay, and Fuzzy is not prone. No. Because Chris is being rough with the minis. Alright. Can you fix B and C to actually be somewhere? There we go. Good enough. Okay. So, with a bunch of annoying screeching, they descend upon you. What are you doing, Fuzzy?
Are they in reach of his?
They're in melee range now. Yeah, they
reach?
just
Okay.
come screeching now.
Okay. All right, I was just looking up the. Apparently, weapon mastery does work on a ready to action. Just so you know.
Okay.
I asked the Googles and said yes. So I was curious if I had to ready, if I'd
So
still.
they
be
all
able
swoop
to
down into
cleave.
melee.
So, yeah, good enough.
Okay.
Bunch of screeching.
Well, he's gonna go reckless, and he's gonna swing at well, the ones that look like they're most threatening to his crunchy friends in the middle there. So let's swing at C.
Swing at C. Okay.
Yeah. And with reckless to advantage. And they haven't gone yet, which
They
means
have
that the
not gone.
first one, if he hits, he's gonna get extra damage, which is slick. So, alright. Come on, dice. Don't fail me now. That's pretty good. Alright. AC 22.
You connect.
2 minimum damage dice and 1 almost minimum damage dice. Alright, but still. So then that's gonna be. We're not raging because these guys are hopefully crunchy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be 6 great axe damage. Yeah.
You bisect that one.
Yeah. And the great axe was still damaged, right? There wasn't any way that I could fix that.
Not as you are. It's still a -1 to damage.
Let me double check one thing in my feats that I forgot about while we were long resting. Okay, I can't do weapons, I don't think.
I mean, I'll say that you could fix it, but it is going to require a forged materials to do so.
Yeah, I'll have to look this up later, but this will be down the road. So he has fast crafting, and because he's proficient in wood carvers,
Okay.
and the long rest, he could have made something that would basically last for 8 hours, I think, and then disappear. So he could have made a great club, which I don't know if that's beneficial versus a great axe, but food for thought for the future.
could have.
I'll have to look. Yeah, now there's ogres. So anyway, just reviewing something for the table.
Okay.
So yeah, that's 6.
Was that with the -1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually customized the weapon, so it's accounted for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you still managed to bisect that sturge.
Okay, so he cleaves through it into the next one, also with
Alright.
advantage.
Which
and
one
I
is
think
it? A. Or
let's double
which
check.
one did you- which
too.
one
You
did
want us to see
Yeah, it would
first.
have to be
C
C
Yes.
first. So the only
into A
possible target
for
is
Kaka.
Okay.
Yes. So nobody appreciated my joke.
Oh.
So and it's it's a cleave through. And how does his species thing work with the damage?
Kick Newman out the window.
Newman.
Newman.
Extra 2d6 if it hasn't. It's not once per turn, so he still gets his extra damage because they haven't acted yet. So swing again. There we go.
I'm trusting you on this.
Yeah, I even expanded it to make sure I wasn't missing rule text. So that's all right. That's Oh,
Barf.
Snake Eyes.
Oh.
And the damage is really good.
That qualifies as a wah wah.
So I'm assuming that AC 6. It's a 1. It misses.
Well,
It
your
misses
your
every-
follow it manages to dodge your follow through. That is a bit of a. All right.
You're a nice DM, so you're not going to make me do something epically horrible with my Snake Eyes.
No, I don't. I don't do critical fails. I mean, unless you want.
That's hysterical.
But
Yeah.
I'm a chaos
They-
gremlin.
They tend to be They tend to be too punishing in my
Wow.
experience. All
So
right.
Chris, you are now not the only one who's rolled Snake Eyes in a podcast.
I don't remember what you're referring to, but
You in Spacefarers when you had Balazar trying to snipe Arvine, you rolled
You
two
had a
ones, and
snipe-
there was a very hysterical
Sneak roll,
moment.
like a surprise
Your
round, and you
assassin
rolled a 1 and a
attack.
1.
yeah, and then I think I rolled a 2 and a 2.
Yeah, a 1 and
after
a
that.
2 on the
Or something
next
like that.
round when we encountered him. Yes,
Your dice were not
yes.
Yes. And you were not happy that day.
Funny sounds occurred.
Go ahead, Nixie. You got these bat mosquito things.
All right, now do I have the ability to do sneak attack?
As long as an enemy
You got
is
allies
next
near
to the.
them.
You got allies next to you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
So
You could sneak it. Yeah, so yeah. You could
A,
sneak
F,
attack.
and E all have the option for sneak attack.
All right, so I'm near E.
Hey!
So let
Attack
me-
an E.
natural 1.
Natural one. Okay. You still have your
We need to
offense.
sage all the dice.
Let's see.
I'm gonna bring my sage
you
stick,
need to.
put it in the middle of the
Sage.
table for the whole section.
We need a candle of like good luck or something.
That's not gonna hit either. 7.
Nope. Dodges out of your 2 strikes.
All right, this one's fired.
Okay. Row, save him.
Bro, let's see.
Sturges.
I've got 3 of them around me, huh?
You do.
All right, I'm going to. Cyrus is going to cast a spell, and it's going to be Mirror Image. So 3 illusory duplicates of Cyrus appear.
Because
We're on the same wavelength right now. There's gonna be all these wizards running around.
okay.
So yeah, that triggers some magical effect in the room.
Yep. As your illusions come up, an extra one comes up.
This is a shadowy.
Shadow?
It's the shadow, another shadowy one also
All right.
appears.
Maybe the
Stands
shadow
there
will
next
attack
to
us.
you. Actually, put a token right next to you for its location. Yeah, it's not an enemy. Okay, well, actually, it could be a non-creature token because it's just
It's
Well, we have these.
that or bloodied.
yeah, one of the little discs is fine. I just need a location marker.
It's your shadow. It's big.
Or
It's casting. It's a casting
Close enough.
shadow.
that's not. Yeah.
Get it?
True.
Okay. Because one row wasn't creepy enough. All right.
Now we have
Cyrus.
4
Yes. Now there's 4.
and a shadow.
Now there's 4 Cyruses.
4 Cyri.
Cyroads.
That is Cyrus' turn.
Okay. Sturge A tries to suck the blood of Ro, who's right there.
Cyrus.
There. Cyrus.
Rorus.
Fuzzy kept his positioning because he was hoping more of them would go to him at least.
AC 17.
AC 17. Hold on. AC 17.
Yep.
Cyrus. I should just use. I could use shield, or I could just let it. No, I will let it. I'll let that land, and I'll see if it hits one of my duplicates. So here we go.
Okay.
There you go.
What effect is in the room right now again?
Aha.
What was on that?
So,
Shadow.
The shadow.
it hits one of my duplicates.
It's one of your duplicates. Okay. The Sturge tries to land on and grapple one of your duplicates, but it just kind of dissipates under its claw thingies.
Yay.
Okay.
Sorry, that's not me.
B goes for Fuzzy.
Sure.
Hits AC 18.
That definitely does hit.
Okay, you take 5 piercing damage,
Ooh. Surprisingly potent little guys.
and the Sturge has attached itself to you.
Ew.
Oh, that's not good.
Eat
And what was the type of damage?
It's piercing.
Okay.
Okay.
He may change his mind about rage.
Let's see. C is dead. D still attacks Fuzzy for hits AC 15.
Hits.
Which is not going to do it. Yeah.
No, it hits.
Oh, it hits.
He's only AC 14.
Oh, okay.
He's a barbarian.
Well, that one does 7 points.
Oh,
of
God.
damage, piercing damage to you, and also attaches itself to you.
That's fun. You guys are gonna have to pick him up off the floor. This
Because
is
these are tiny creatures, so they can all.
that's
They can
great.
just
He got a lot of hit points, but
See, E. You're still in the actually, no. Let's have that one attack. Trixie. For
how is E gonna reach Trixie unless it's moving?
can we mix
oh,
it?
that's Nixie's. Oh, I had the names right. See, this time I had the names right, but I got the minis mixed up. So Mixie.
Yes.
So
Wow.
hits AC 23.
That will hit.
Oh, get back here. And you take, can't see. You also take 7 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And E attaches to you. F also swings on Row.
Cyrus.
AC 9
Miss.
is gonna miss. It doesn't quite get it. G
Is up there.
is going after Fuzzy. That's Fuzzy's there. AC 10 is
Miss.
not going to do it.
Yeah.
And H going after Trixie, and he also hits AC 10 and misses.
They're surprisingly potent little guys. Good thing they're not hitting that often.
I'm going to have to try to keep track here of who's on what. Wake up.
H is pointing at.
Let's see. Oh, who's attached to what? Let's see.
Oh, where's attached to her?
He's attached. So B and D are attached.
B and D is attached there. Okay.
And G is not attached, but has been attacking.
Okay. Okay. Trixie? What is Trixie going to try to do?
Trixie is going to use her bonus action to expend a channel divinity,
Okay.
and a perfect illusion of herself pops up.
Yay.
Yay.
Right? Yeah.
Right there. Okay. Let's put a little marker there. Then.
Here, so we'll.
Okay. Good enough.
That's my mini me.
That's your mini you.
Well, not really mini me, because it's an exact illusion.
Does this illusion do anything in particular?
So the spell is invoke duplicity.
Okay.
It's a perfect and animated visual illusion of myself that mimics expressions and gestures. It appears in an unoccupied space, but doesn't actually occupy the space, so people can move through it freely.
Okay.
While it persists, I can cast spells through it as if I were in its space. But it uses my senses, so I have to be able to see or whatever. When my illusion and I are both within 5 feet of a creature, I can use it to make advantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
And
like you
as
can-
a bonus action, I can move it up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space I can see within 120.
Okay.
So it basically has a free Misty Step.
Is the advantage on attacks just for you or anybody?
It just says me.
Okay.
Okay.
It says when you and your illusion are both within 5 feet of a creature that can see the illusion, you have advantage on attack rolls against that creature.
Nice.
Cool. So it's like does it help action for you? So,
Yeah.
It's pretty slow.
So that was my bony action.
Okay. Bone eye.
The bone eye action. I invoked duplicity. And then.
Done.
And then. I will. Cast Guiding Bolt at. I'm actually going to go for one of the ones that's near Fuzzy, because Fuzzy is very much covered. So I will go at B, which is the first one that I saw. Attach.
A B. Okay, yep, it's attached to him. You can still take an attack.
So I hurl a bolt of light.
Okay. Light up V.
Fuzzy was there to draw the aggro. He sure
Okay,
did.
which one is that? A guiding bolt, so that's an attack roll.
Guiding Bolt is an attack roll. Sorry, I haven't done one in a while. And it's 46 if I hit, so. Oh, it'll be AC 18.
AC 18.
Look at that
will-
shitty damage.
Doesn't
for
take much, luckily.
8 radiant.
For 8 radiant damage. The bolt of light smacks into the Sturge, and with a squawk, it goes flying across the other side of the room and falls. Okay. The shadow vanishes.
Okay, that's right, I did just cast a spell.
I cast a spell.
I cast a spell! What did I do?
It shifts things around too much. And
He's
this
like,
time-
give it to me.
And teeth grow from the door behind you. All in the room.
Chomp chomp, patooey chomp.
Chompity chomp chomp.
Cloaked guy comes in to help and gets chopped.
We don't know if that's a
We don't know if
friendly
he's helpful or
situation.
yet.
I would imagine it's hurtful, but if it's the crazy guy we're looking for, is this the crazy man you're looking for? See.
Okay, Fuzzy, go ahead. Round 2.
Alright.
You got one attached to you, one attacking you.
Can he attack the ones attached to him normally? Or, like.
Doesn't say you can't, so yes.
Okay. Yeah, he'll do that. He'll go reckless. Yeah. And then. Yeah. Does he want to rage? He's also going to rage. Yeah, 'cause there's just a lot of potential damage coming at us here. It's just the crunchy. I don't want to get knocked down either. Rage. Oh, reckless. It's your turn. That's not great damage. It's a good roll though. AC 20 to hit.
On D, that hits.
And that's going to be for 2 plus 2 plus 2, so that'll be 6 damage.
Okay. You manage to smack it off you, and it lands hard on the floor and does not move.
Okay, and then we're going to cleave through into the second one.
Which is G.
G.
It's a G thing.
Baby.
I'm tired. Oh, so. Yeah, okay. Alright, so advantage. It's gonna hit for AC 19.
Okay.
And oh, nice damage roll. Good. So, and the rage damage is still there, so 11. on the second
11.
guy.
Yep. Your follow through smacks into G, and it goes flying.
Okay. Alright, and then he is going to skirt around and go and stand next to Trixie's illusion, or mix. Yeah.
That's Trixie's illusion.
Yeah, so you're going to go skirt around and stand next to Trixie's illusion, because I think you could do that without provoking, right?
Right there.
And basically see if he can draw some aggro from that group so they're not going after you guys as much. Yeah,
Wait, so here or there?
There, because otherwise he would provoke by going out of reach of
Oh,
one of
yeah.
them. Yeah, so there.
Yeah.
Durable.
Okay. Mixie's up.
All right, I'm going to try to stab it on me.
The one that's attached to you. Okay. That's E. Now,
Let's see.
if you critical, you stab yourself.
I would think that would be a critical fail if you
That's what I
stab
meant.
yourself.
All right, that's a good roll. So 17 to hit.
That is.
And that's going to be with sneak attack damage. So it's going to be 7 regular damage
Okay.
and 11 sneak attack.
Okay, 18 total damage. You have... Okay. Yep, you just put your dagger right through that sturge and throw it away from you.
Get off of me! In an unnaturally strange voice, she says.
So that was one attack.
All right, and there's nothing on me, but is there one on?
There's one behind you. There's actually two behind you.
Okay, so my
They're
offhand
both
attack.
aimed at Ro.
Yep.
Let's see, so I only have one.
Cyrus.
I don't have any more sneak attack. So it's going to be
Really Cyrus.
D4. Nine.
AC 9. Okay. Yep, you don't quite manage to connect. It dodges out of your way.
All right, that's it.
Okay. Next is roll.
Light her up.
Okay.
3 left, roll.
Oh, damn it. I should have had advantage. Attack.
Shocking grasp on F.
Shocking grasp on F.
AC 14.
That hits.
7 lightning.
You manage to grab this sturge out of the air and just
Nice.
throw it away and drop it to the
I
ground.
see it with like the creepy long limbs too, like super creepy factor.
Yeah, just getting.
Awesome.
It's like
Come here.
Like, was it Zero from Mortal Kombat? Get over here.
okay.
Electricity, right? Yeah.
Sturge A.
Oh, and
Still trying to.
Was that a spell?
It was a spell. Yeah.
That was a spell, yes. That's okay. But the teeth are still there.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay. Okay. Sturge A is still trying to attach itself to Sturge's. Or to Cyrus.
to Cyrus?
See, now too many S's now. It, however, fails to do so.
Trying to attach it to itself.
And H.
I just see this derpy sturge going. Trying to
still
fight
tr-
itself.
Yeah, they're still trying to attack Trixie.
Yay!
Hits AC 19.
That'll hit.
And for 7 piercing damage.
Ouchie.
I've been rolling really good on damage increases. And it attaches itself to you.
Nice.
It's a little bloodsucker still.
Beautiful.
Ew.
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 Yeah.
Ew.
Ew.
Ew. Ew.
You can do something about that now if you'd like.
My twin, not the Mixie twin, but the Trixie twin, is going to. Oh wait, no, that's a 5-foot emanation. Oh, it's of my choice. All right, is going to erupt in a blue flame. And the thing that just attached itself to me needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 18.
Damn.
Well, you get the other one too, because they're both within 5 feet.
Well, I
Oh,
said
that.
that it was
Oh,
my,
gotcha.
my duplicate.
Gotcha.
Not Trixie, but Twixie.
Twixie, yes.
Twins.
Twinsy. Yeah, so that would be my turn.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it was a good try.
Because I used my bonus action to move 5 feet. I forgot to say that
Yep.
first.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Cool.
Okay, round 3, Fuzzy.
All right.
So now it's just standing there.
So we've got
Looks cool.
Are these things kind of up above, or are they like right next to us?
They're kind of flapping around. Well, A is kind of flapping around in Rose phase, or its duplicates, and H is currently attached to Trixie.
Please don't axe my nose off.
No, but he's gonna kind of like basically run in next to Cyrus there.
Okay.
Yep, and basically swing up to try to like sweep the one off of her first. And
Okay.
So he's gonna go reckless.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to start reminding you more that you have advantage on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've been slacking.
forgetting
I'm so
too.
tired today. Yeah.
But the hits have been pretty good anyway, so.
Ease. So we'll see what happens here. Big money. Okay. AC 15 to hit.
That will hit?
That's going to hit for 8, 12 damage on the one that's on her. Okay, and then he's basically going to arc it up and over with his 10-foot reach and try to swing A out of the air.
Okay, Cyrus,
Yeah.
duck.
Yeah.
Duck.
So, cleave.
Or just, list sideways.
So close to her. AC 24 to hit,
Also hits.
and that's going to be for... So just the rage damage is going to be 4. 4.
For 4.
4, yeah, roll the 2 on the dice plus my 2 rage damage. I don't get the modifier on the cleave attack, so 4 on A.
4. Okay. Still squishes it.
Okay, good. Thank goodness. At least they're mookie.
They are. They all had 2 hit points.
May have wasted the rage, but the way they were hitting, if they had kept hitting him that hard, you could have actually risked taking him down.
So, yeah, it could have been nasty. They die in 1 hit.
Yeah.
But when they attach to you, you automatically take 1d4 plus 3 damage on every turn. On every turn.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That can add up in a hurry, even for Fuzzy's 33 points.
Okay, with the impromptu camping attack now over with, I think we are going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight.
Okay.
Everybody's getting kind of...
Fuzzy is extending his rage, just so we
Fuzzy-
clock that in our
okay.
brains for our continued
I'm not going to remember it in 2
So,
weeks,
yeah.
but that's okay.
Oh, and I got my temps. And let's see.
My twin self
Yeah.
lasts for a minute, by the way.
Yeah.
On that second attack, who took the damage, by the way?
A.
Oh, wait. Yeah, 'cause
I
he
took-
raged.
I took damage and Mixie took damage.
Who's most hurt? Because on that next round, he would have also given you guys the hit points.
I lost 7 hit points.
I'm down to 16.
Good. You.
Okay, so just to make sure I do all the housekeeping before we end.
Yeah.
All right, so 9 temps for you, my dear.
7 hit points, too.
So 9er, and those will last at least for 10 more minutes of exploration if it helps. So yeah,
Okay.
cool.
While your poor avatars try to brush off the ick factor from all the mosquitoes, let's do stars and wishes. No, we never start with Kate. Let's start with Kate.
Yeah, we always overstart.
I mean, I like the horror vibe, even though Fuzzy does not, and continuing to enjoy the flavor of this particular dungeon crawl. It's definitely different than like a cave stone wall dungeon crawl, so that's kind of cool. Let's see here. It's nice to see everybody flexing their combat chops more, because we don't get to do that on every heist, so that's fun to watch everybody practice with all these things we've gotten for the last 2 levels that we may not have had a chance to use up until now. Trixie with her cool illusion thing, and cool spells from Cyrus being a creepy, and Mixie doing all her stabby sneak attack stuff. Wishes that the dice are a little more kind on some of the exploration rolls
I can't do anything about
next
that.
time, and then hopefully not encountering things that, I mean, I can see the weapon damaging thing. Like, we don't play with that very often in this particular group, so there's a little bit of like mild annoyance at things that permanently damage your equipment, but I also feel like it balances the fact that the house is kind of low-key penalizing the spellcasters, so I could see why they would put something like that in.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't.
it's a little bit of like
so.
for my personal taste in D&D, but I don't hate it either. It wasn't that
We
significant.
might be able to
so,
fix it.
Yeah.
It could get better.
After this module, probably
Take it to
Fuzzy
the blacksmith.
Can, so.
Yeah, if you don't get a
Yeah.
new weapon, I have no problem with saying that with your skill set that you can fix your weapon.
Yeah, that's fine. So, but no, I'm having fun.
Excellent. Okay. Greg.
Me.
Yeah. What worked for you this session? What didn't work for you this session?
Again, I'm having fun letting Mixie be Mixie and do Mixie things. I hope to have her do more stuff. Hopefully you'll remember the difference between Mixie and Trixie.
Working on that. You can put that
I
on
say
your
my
wishes
star
list.
is the constant confusion. It's hysterical.
Great. Is it a star or is it a wish? You guys are confusing me now.
I would say it's both. It's a wish star.
Help me.
But see, it's supposed to keep confusing you.
Yes. We have done our job.
Keep him on his toes.
Mission accomplished.
My wish is that I continue or should remember things that are relevant to me, which I did remember some of those today, like my special features. Thank you, Ro / Silas for the
Cyrus.
Cyrus.
No, he's Sturge for the rest of the
For the reminder. But I think this has been very much fun to me, and look forward to more mixing it up and doing crazy stuff.
Okay. Chris, stars and wishes. What worked for you this session? What didn't work?
I was actually going to say that one of my stars was John mixing up your names.
Okay, so we're 2-1 now. 2 stars and 1 wish.
Stars were being able to use a second level spell. I haven't actually cast any yet. Using Mirror Image was fun. That was cool. I think
Saved
that
your blood.
Yeah, I did.
It did.
I think that the oozes were fun. I think the person sitting looking up through the broken roof was pretty cool. I think that's why I want to go back in there at some point and talk to that individual. I don't think I have any wishes. It was fun, and yeah, I'm having a good time.
So, excellent. Sarah. Me. Yes. Yes, you.
Let's see, stars. I just think the group is really coming into its own. We're not just us as players, but I feel like our characters are starting to understand better how each other are going to react. I thought it was really fun that Cyrus invoked Mirror Image right before Trixie was like, mirror, duplicity! So now there's like 4 copies of all of us running around, which is hilarious.
Plus my shadow.
Plus your shadow. Actually, your shadow disappeared. The teeth came up.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, remind me on that one next time that there's still teeth around the doors.
Yeah, we'll definitely remind
Yeah,
you
sure.
of that.
We'll
Sure.
definitely do
Yeah.
Cast another spell to change it. Right?
50
Run out of the room.
Cast light. As far as wishes go, I don't really have any. The module's been pretty straightforward, pretty awesomely dungeon crawly, which I haven't been allowed to do in a long time, so that's really fun for me. And nor have I dungeon crawled as a cleric before.
Cool.
Clearly.
It's a
As
different
a
mindset.
healer is a different. It is. Yeah.
But on the other hand, though, I think it's appropriate that Trixie is like, come on, guys, we just gotta get this done. So, yeah. Yeah. How about you?
Me?
Chew.
Chosen Chu. Let's see, stars. I love that you guys are willing to do all this exploration rather than just dive through and look. Relevant? No, close the door. Move on to the next one. I love that you're still being cautious about that, though. You
Like, yeah, maybe
you
don't wanna
judge,
fight
you judge a
another
room
ooze.
before you just go diving in. Wishes, I wish you wouldn't judge a room before you go diving.
Wait, so which is it?
As a DM, dive in more. As players, I understand why you don't.
I know you're bleeding, but please just run into the room.
Yeah, I know. Come on, there's too much lives in there. I want them to start eating through more of your gear. Yeah, you were lucky that it didn't actually hit you. Otherwise, you would have gotten a -1 to your AC too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were very corrosive.
The oozes?
Yeah. Oozes are nasty.
Anything they touch, they corrode.
They're relatively easy to kill, but they're nasty little critters.
Glad I used lucky then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was smart.
Yeah.
Wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
Yeah, you guys are playing your roles very smart, and I love that.
Oh, going back to wishes, that wasn't a wish. It was just like a don't make me laugh because I can't laugh right now. Because it takes my breath away.
My breath away.
Wow, Pat Minotaur would be very, very happy with that.
Time stamp.
No time stamp. I refuse.
No time stamp for you.
Sorry, Jack.
I do have a wish, but I can't say it because it would be spoilers, though. Which is but that's okay because
Can you bake it?
it's still in play.
It's still in play.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
So it might be something that
It's a
we'll
kid in
visit
play.
later.
Cough, cough, cloak duty. Cough, cough.
Call it the secret of John, like the secret of men.
Yes. I
They
am
call
I
me
am very
Tim.
You are not sorry.
What? Am I not a mysterious?
As your bestie, I will call you out on your BS. Thank you.
I have a very mean bestie.
Direct.
All right, let's say goodnight to the listeners.
Good night, listeners.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.